So in your life, Tripp, what has been, one of the beneficial things of working out? And, I know in hockey, obviously it was very important, but then, outside of hockey, it's so important. And how does it play a role, in your mental health and your physical health as well?
That is it. I'm not blowing smoke, but that's a great question. 100-tonner. Of course, everybody knows I call you the 100-ton captain because you can handle a vessel of that size. But for me, when I work out, okay, and do so consistently, I find that in no particular order, I'm more energetic, I'm more positive, I'm more confident, and I think I'm just naming a couple of the byproducts of how you feel about yourself. And, we just finished a podcast with a guy that is known for transforming fitness, taking it to new levels and levels and levels in the game of hockey, Rod Brindamore. I mean, he's known as Rod the Bod. And I remember when the Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup in 2006. The guy had gone his whole career, he hadn't won. He played against the Red Wings twice, once with the Flyers, once with Carolina, and lost. So he finally wins. 3 days later, I called him. I said, "What are you doing? Are you going nuts? Are you hanging from a chandelier with the Stanley Cup?" And he said, "No, I just got a workout in." I said, "What are you, crazy?" I said, "Enjoy yourself." And he said, it's much easier to get in shape and maintain fitness than to lose it. And sadly, I hope I have momentum now, but I've now learned what it's like to try to turn that aircraft carrier around when you let it fall off. And I hope I finally have momentum, aside from the fact that I can't even come close to your Mount Everest-like Peloton numbers. I can't. 100-tonner, your Peloton numbers are through the stratosphere. That's a whole nother story.
We still have to do our Peloton competition. But one thing you guys
I've got no chance.
also talked about was distractions. And distractions are huge in all of our lives. And, being focused, whether it's, in fitness or in your everyday, just things you have to get done. And but I think fitness is a huge thing that can interfere, is the distractions. And for me, I know that, like, if I don't get up and do it first thing in the morning, it's going to be tough for me to get it accomplished, because that's how my body works and stuff. But with doing it, it allows me to be disciplined for so much more.
Think about this, okay? So we all go through difficult times, whether it be professionally, personally, in a variety of different manners. That at some point, you're gonna be in the valley, and fitness. Okay, so if you're on your Peloton, looking at your numbers, okay, and you're crushing it, you don't have time to feel sorry for yourself. You're just trying to survive. Okay, so that's number one. I mean, if you're ever in a woe is me, and self-pity ever creeps in, if you pull up your bootstraps and get it done, in fitness, whether, be cardio, whether it be weight training, whatever it is, JT, when you're doing it, you have no time, because, if you're pushing yourself to the max, you don't have time to feel sorry for yourself. And then I think you're going to feel some type of a buzz of self-satisfaction and the feeling of accomplishment when you're done. Beyond that, I'm not a scientist, but I know that certain endorphins and this is way out of my zip code and expertise now, but certain types of secretions occur that help a positive mindset when you work out.
It's so true. And, I think that, being able to get up and one saying I love is, I didn't wake up to give up, and to get on that and to be able to work out and stay physically active and physically fit is so important for your mind and your body.
I can tell you that if I go a couple of days without working out, and I sadly can inform anybody listening that last couple of years I've been there. That's why I just made it through a whole hockey season really on one pair of pants, and they probably split at some point. But I notice I'm a bit, I'm more ornery. I get more irritable. My energy stinks. I'm usually a positive person, but not just the physical benefits of working out, but the mental ones that allow you to be, and this, I liked how Rod Brindamore said this, you're the best version of yourself. It gives you the chance to, no doubt about it, something you can control. The game of fitness is for sale if you want to pay the price, to be the best version of yourself.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for
Love you.
for that. And
our relationship's like a fine wine. We just get better. Our friendship, we just get better with age.
It does.
We're cruising now.
And one other thing, when it comes to fitness and you do get off track, what is the way that you get back on track? Because it's different for everyone, I think.
Oh man, that's another good one. I think it just starts with move a muscle. Move a muscle, because you're right. It's like, just think about it. Well, you're a 100-ton captain, okay? So I don't know if you've got your aircraft carrier license, okay? But think about how much effort and time it takes to change course for an aircraft carrier.
Yes.
Okay, just the turn, okay? Just the turn. Once you've completed the turn, you're cruising, okay? So just to get started, that's the hardest part. Your gym clothes, whatever you're wearing to work out, probably feels tight. You just don't feel like, you're at your Sunday best, and just maybe if it's little by little, start piling, one foot in front of the other over another 1 foot in front of the other. And hopefully then you've turned that aircraft carrier in the right direction.
And you keep that direction.
Well, then it's maintenance.
It's maintenance.
It's just maintenance. That's, I mean, come on. That's
can't let it go, because as you said, as Roddy
Brindamore. Yeah, still all these
as
years
Roddy
later.
Brindamore says, he says, it's easier to maintain than it is to fall off.
Easier to maintain. I love what he said too about, because I can tell you that, he's been there for me. I'd like to think I've been there for him with the challenges that come up over the course of, years that turn into decades. And, he said, as a coach, if guys are walking into his locker room, your problems are going to still be there when you walk out. So leave them at the door. Now that 100-tonner is way easier said than done. Okay. So I'd love to dig into that mental toughness. I mean, Abraham Lincoln used to say that, I believe he said, happiness is simply a decision you get a chance to make. I don't know if I've graduated to that level of mental toughness that I can just make the decision, there's your door right over there. If it's woe is me walking, I'm leaving, they're still going to be there. But Rod clearly has developed the capacity to do just that. And
yes.
I'm going to try. Progress, not perfection.
And as you said, digging in, whether it's your workout or whatever it is. And you have to go check out Tripp's podcast, and it's Digging In with Tripp, right?
You got to dig in. JT, and my gosh, I was in the other chair, and I can't wait now that we're getting all the wrinkles out. Now you're going to be on my podcast. I get to interview you this time. Okay,
well, I'm excited.
And we're going to dig in.
I'm excited.
Oh, you're going to pull up the bootstraps, roll up the sleeves, and dig in the way that you dug in on Kilimanjaro.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tripp, for your words of advice with fitness and being on track.
I'm giving advice to a guy that just put a 912 output on Peloton for a 60-minute ride. Okay.
Well, it was your encouragement.
You
that
must
got
have
me
really
there.
dug in.
Thank you. Perfect.
Love you.
That was awesome.
We're getting better and better.